Okay, let us continue with commercial paper. So commercial paper also one of the financial instrument that can be used to get the fund. So it is one of the example of short-term financing. Commercial paper, the tenure or the maturity period for the payment of the commercial paper will be less than a year. So the maturity range, it is from 30 days to 270 days. All right. So this is what is commercial paper? Commercial paper is the unsecured promissory note issued only by firms. All right. So what types of firms? The firms with a high credit standing. And usually the firms that have the high credit standing are the firms which is the large firms. And be able to have their financial is very strong. So they have the credibility to issue the commercial paper. All right. So basically the practice of issuing the commercial paper is like issuing a shares, but the types of the instrument, the name is commercial paper and the tenure is less than a year. So that is commercial paper and it is classified as short-term financing. All right. So basically there are two ways to issue the commercial paper. So the first one is issued directly by the firms, which is the issuing firms, to the investors. So they issue directly, or the company can issue the commercial paper using uh, an agent. So they assign agent to issue the commercial paper. So basically, it is placed by dealer. All right. So these agent basically they are expert in issuing the commercial paper, because by issuing the commercial paper there is a lot of contracts, there is a lot of agreements. So basically when the company assign an agent, which is the dealer, so this dealer will find who want to invest in the company, some sort of that. So commercial paper interest is usually are discounted. So what is the meaning of interest are discounted? It means that the interest payment will be deduct before you receive the amount of money. So that is the meaning of interest discounted. And the fee will be charged if it is placed by dealer. So basically, if the commercial paper is placed by the dealer, we have to minus the charge, the service charge first before we get the amount of the money. But if the commercial paper is issued by the firm, so there is no charge on the dealer lah. But usually company they will decide, because by issuing the commercial paper, of course there will be a lot of expenses, there will be a lot of costs incurred by issuing the paper. So they will do a comparison, which one is better, which one is less expensive. Either do it by yourself, means that uh, issue issue directly, means that the firm itself issue their commercial paper is less cost compared to placed by dealer, or is it placed by dealer is less cost compared to they do by their own. So it depends on the situation, but basically when the commercial paper is issued by the dealer, they have to minus the interest and also minus the charge to the dealers first before they get the amount. They get the amount uh, of the fund from issuing the paper. So the other cost will incur when there is a normal cost associated when preparing and placing the issue. So everything, all the transaction, basically there are costs associated with the transactions. So it is a normal practice of operations. Now, whenever you have things to do, there are costs that we have to bear. All right. So this is commercial paper. So but what is commercial paper is all about? Commercial paper is one of the financial instrument and the tenure or the duration is less than a year. So that is the meaning of commercial paper. All right, so what is the most important that you need to know in commercial paper? You need to know how much is the effective annual rate. All right, so what is the advantages of the firm if they able to issue a commercial paper? So the first one is the lower interest rate. Lower interest rate means that they will decide how much is the percentage that the company promise to the investors. What are the rate that they promise to give as a return to the investors? So that's why it can be lower interest rate because it is according to themselves. They decide how much, the firms itself decide how much is the interest rate you want to give as a reward to the investors. All right, compared to bank credit, it is decided by the bank. How much is the interest rate that the bank have to pay in return? All right, so this is the first one. Second, no compensating balance. Yes, of course, when you issue commercial paper, whenever money you receive, it all belongs to you. All right, there is no compensating balance. Compared to firm, apply borrowing from bank, sometimes bank will ask for the compensating balance, and this compensating balance actually is the money is belongs to you, but it freeze in the account. You cannot withdraw the money. So that is the bad things on the compensation balance. All right. Third is can offers large amount of credit. So offer large amount of credit means that how reputable you are, the more prestigious your company, the more investors want to invest in your company. So whenever you're able to build up um, a good perspective on your business, they will attract a lot of investors to invest in your company. So whenever there are a lot of investors invest in your company, you can the company itself able to get the fund higher compared to if they decide to ask for borrowing from bank. So it depends on the company itself. All right, so basically there is a possibility to get the amount of fund, to get the capital more than anything, more than the apply borrowing from banks. And the last one is prestigious. Prestige means that not only a big company can issue commercial paper, small firm cannot issue commercial paper. All right, there are certain companies are allowed to issue commercial paper. So basically, a company which have stable, which are stable financially, can issue commercial paper. So basically, and also a company which have a very good rating can issue commercial paper. So not all company can issue commercial paper, even though the company is a big company, but we will look into lots of criteria to issue the commercial paper. So basically, this company who able to issue the commercial paper, these company are a very good company. So they get the name by issuing the paper. All right. So as I said earlier, what is the most important that we have to learn commercial paper? A part of understand what is commercial paper is all about, we need to know by issuing the commercial paper, how much is the cost associated by issuing the paper. So basically, you want to know how much is the effective annual rate of the paper. All right. So formula is the formula is interest, because by issuing the commercial paper, there will be costs associated with that. So basically, interest plus with other costs, any cost that come together with issuing the paper. Divide with the value of the paper minus the interest and also the other cost. So that's what I said earlier. Usually commercial paper, the interest are discounted. So this is the reason lah. We have to minus the interest as well as the other cost. And then we need to multiply with the how many days over a year. So a year, it is expected there are 360 days of working, and then we divide with the duration of the placement. All right, so let's look at this question. So under industry plan to sell 200 million. So this is the value of the commercial paper. All right. In 250-day maturity paper. So this is the end. 250 days. On which the expected discounted interest to be 10% per annum. So this is the interest. The firm also expect to incur 200,000 in delay placement. So this is the cost associated with issuing the paper. So calculate the cost of issuing the commercial paper. So we put all the information given into the formula. So interest, where to get the interest? This is the interest, 10%. So 10% multiply with the value. So 10% multiply with 200 million is equal to 20 million. So interest is 20 million. Okay, just put like this because I just want to reduce the space. Plus with other cost is 200,000. 200,000 convert into million, it's equal to 0.2 million. Divide with 200 million minus 20.02 million. You get it? Why it is 0. Why is 20.2? Is 20.2. It's because of 20 plus 0.2. 0.2, so it's equal to 20.2 million. So it is interest and other costs. You get it?
Yes, madam.
So 200 minus 20.2 is equal to 1. So 20.2 divide with 179.8 million. So both are in million. Multiply with 360 divide 360 divide with n is 250. per 250. So the answer is 0.161779. So we just round up to 18. So how much is the cost? We have to multiply by 100. So the answer is 16.18%. All right, so far clear? You get it?
Madam, yang perpuluhan tu memang kena ada.
Which perpuluhan?
Yang 16/18, if say we just take 16%,
Yeah, we just take 16%. We multiply by 100. And then we get 16.18%. Because we want the answer in percentage. Other than that,
yeah, my question means like if we just take 16% and the 0.15 we just ignore it.
which is 0.5? I don't see
Betul tak
0.5.
yang yang kau sekarang after 100 tu dapat 16.15 kan?
I don't get it.
Okay, right. So